What's up, y'all?
We back with another video. Just want to start out by saying, if you haven't seen any of our previous videos, make sure I go back and definitely watch those. We got good content going. This prank war is going on right now. This babe got me first. I got her, and it's going down. It's going down.
All right, y'all. So today we're coming to y'all with a story time. Dun dun dun. Am I supposed to be looking in the lens? I'm looking at me. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? If I'm just looking at me the whole time.
And so what's the story time consisting of?
The story time is don't be trying to cut me off. But the story time is the story behind our travels to AZ, to Phoenix. Our story time moving, basically how we got here, what happened, what did we experience, what did we go through, what did we see, how was Callie? She's a bedhead right now, y'all. We all been in the house chilling, so do not judge us, okay? Do not judge us. But yeah, so how was Callie? How was it traveling 17,000? I mean, I always want to say 17,000. 1,700 miles away from home, non-stop with a 9-month-old baby. Well, y'all, we here to tell you, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Was it? It wasn't easy, and we're gonna start from the beginning. What was we supposed to move on? We were supposed to move originally on the 28th, right?
We were supposed to be here on the 28th.
No, we were supposed to move on the 28th. Remember? And then
What day was we supposed to get down
we
here?
pushed it back to the 29th.
Okay, but what was move-in day?
Move-in day is the 31st.
Okay, 31st.
So we pushed it back to the 29th, y'all. We didn't start even getting done packing until like 10:30 on the 29th.
Right, 11 o'clock.
11, so we didn't leave on the 29th, y'all. We headed out on the 30th of October around like 9 a.m.
Yeah, about 9, 10.
About 9, we was probably on the highway. So we ended up, we didn't leave on the 29th. We was waiting on some stuff. It didn't come through, so we just pushed it back. I mean, we was like, all right, we're gonna stay till the morning. Wait a little longer. We was like, we need to get some rest anyway. So we took advantage of the night of the 29th. Woke up on the 30th, and we was like, fuck it, we gotta go. We gotta go, because we had to get the key. We were supposed to get the keys and sign the lease on the 31st. And it was a 24-hour drive, y'all. We didn't leave till the 30th. It was a 24-hour drive. We were supposed to get the keys on the 31st.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy.
So we were supposed to get the keys on the 31st, y'all. 24-hour drive, right? We didn't leave till the 30th. Come on, make it make sense. We tried to think about it that Phoenix, they were 3 hours behind from where we were actually at. So it was kind of like we had, you know, because the place they still had a whole shift that they had to do. And the place didn't close till 6, so we had more than 24 hours to get there. But
and then the thing is, when you say 24 hours, we're talking about 24 hours on the road driving. Right. We're not talking about no rest time. We're not talking about pit stops. We're not talking about none of that. That's 24 hours. In order to get from home to the new crib, it's 24 hours on the road.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So realistically, you can break it up. But realistically, people can typically drive 12 hours. Maybe people like to do a 14-hour joint if they really really you know what I mean? I'm a roller. So my first day I did 14 hours.
Did about 15, but this is the dilemma, y'all. He did 15 hours, but we only traveled like 7 hours.
Yeah. And the way to explain that.
Oh my God. We only think of that. We drove 15. It don't really make sense.
We was in the car physically driving for
15.
I was driving for 15 hours.
15 hours. And we didn't distance-wise get
15 hours.
We only got 7 hours ahead, y'all.
Right.
Like That was nuts. So the reason, go ahead.
So the thing about that, when you're on the road and you driving, people typically don't pay attention to miles per hour. But miles per hour is really real. You know what I mean? You're gonna go whatever average of the miles, your speed, the average of that speed per hour, that's how many miles you're gonna cover within the hour.
Right.
Typically, they always on your GPS they go for like an average range. I mean, an average speed that people's going, and that's where they calculate how fast you'll get there. You know what I mean? The hours, the times.
They don't even do that. They just got the speed limit built into the map, so it tell you if you're going this speed, this is how long it's gonna take you to get there.
Right.
And then time just keeps accumulating as you're going slower or you're driving faster. You skip minutes or you go behind hours or minutes or whatever.
So our problem was all the roads were 75 miles an hour.
75 miles per hour, y'all. We could have got there because if it's 75, you know people going 85.
85. You know what I mean?
Easy.
People go 10 over. Easy. You know what I mean? So if you got me going 15, I'm gonna be honest. The issue was we could only go 50 miles an hour.
Only could go 50 miles per hour, y'all.
And the reason behind that is
we had that big ass trailer on the back of that Jeep.
So the trailer had a speed limit.
The speed limit was 55, y'all. And I don't even think that really was a big deal, right? Okay, because we could have even did 60. We couldn't even go 55. So the speed limit was 55.
The safest thing to do was go at least about 50 miles an hour.
But we think it was because the Jeep was so light. You know, the doors, the roof, everything can come off of the Jeep. So it's not really a firm car. You get what I'm saying? Like, so that trailer, the Jeep, their parts are made to be light. But that trailer, y'all,
it had a whole house in it. So
if we went over 56.
Once you go 56 miles an hour.
Oh my God, y'all, we like this.
That's the trailer in the back going. I mean, it was dancing. You know what I mean? Like it was really swaying with. And then if we had wind.
Oh my God, we encountered so much. It's so much to cover.
So
but that was just think of that. If we're going over, we could not go over 50. It
was impossible for us to go 56 miles. I tried it.
We weren't even touching 54 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Like,
we wasn't risking it. Averaging probably 52 miles an hour on the driving 15 hours.
Y'all, we know nobody's gonna understand this, but we telling y'all this because this shit is crazy.
It's easy to understand. I got that, but so just think about it like this, y'all. Let's start from zero. If you got a 16.
It was 17.
Okay,
it was over 1,700 miles.
We're gonna go 1,700 miles, right? And we're going to divide that by an average speed of 52 miles an hour.
32 hours, y'all.
Close to 33 hours.
But that's not even really accurate because...
Think about this, babe. It is accurate.
We did stops. We did stops. We had to... We slept... Oh, my God.
So think of this.
It turned from
24 hours, and that's 24 hours driving on the road.
Straight, right.
To 32 hours driving. That's not including our break time, using the bathroom, getting the hotel,
and that's
sleeping.
not even, we wasn't even going 52 the whole time, y'all, because sometimes I would get behind the wheel every blue moon and go, I was going 45. I didn't even want to.
Using the bathroom, getting the hotel,
and that's
sleeping.
not even, we wasn't even going 52 the whole time, y'all, because sometimes I would get behind the wheel every blue moon and go, I was going 45. I didn't even want to go 45. I'm going in between. Charlie. I'm going in between 40 and 45, y'all. So 40 and 45, you see how much.
Right, and when
so it was more than 33 hours on the road.
Yeah, but babe was behind the wheel probably an hour each time.
Yeah, so I did 2 hours one time. I did 2 hours. 2 hours. Yes.
All right, babe.
You told me, you was on the road from 11 to 1. You don't remember that?
I remember you doing.
That's how he do me, y'all. It's cool. I was an hour. I did 2 hours total, an hour total, whatever. But anyway, we was on the freaking road for, y'all. It felt like we spent like 3 days on the road.
Yeah, we did 3 days on the road. It was. I'm gonna be honest. It was a terrible experience. First, I was supposed to drive my car, For all y'all know, I mean, for anybody that knows, I don't have a Jeep. I have a Dodge. You know what I mean? I push mine to the limit. I go 90, 95. We would have got here, I'm telling you, it was a 24-hour drive. I would have got us here, even with resting, in a day and a half. Easy. The time, you know, with having to go slow, it fucked everything up because we had to go state to, like, we had to go from one edge of the state to another edge of the state.
We went from Indianapolis, right? We were in the middle of Indiana, to all the way through Illinois, all the way through Missouri, all the way through Oklahoma.
And when baby's saying all the way through, she's talking about from one edge,
from the
east,
middle,
from the east,
the longest parts of each state,
from east to west of the states. You know what I
Right.
mean? All the way from the edge, all the way from the edge. So we driving through every state.
I guess that ain't the longest because up and down would be the longest. But you get what I'm saying. We was going straight across every state. So it was Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and then Arizona. Even when we got in Arizona, y'all, it was still an hour away.
No, it was way more.
Way more than an hour? Like 2?
Because we did that. It was probably 3.5,
Yeah.
3.5, 4 hours away.
Woo-wee. Okay, so let's fast forward. Okay, Illinois is cool. That was a breeze. It was cool.
It was alright, because
It
you know
was
what I mean?
cool.
It's just your first,
It's your first little giddy up.
Yeah.
You just now getting on the road. It was cool.
it was cool.
We got
Problems came in Missouri.
We got to Missouri, y'all. We
I
was in
will
Missouri
never-
for 10 hours.
For all of the supporters and the people that watch us from Missouri, we appreciate the love, we appreciate the support. But I will never come to your state again. I will never. Missouri.
We would never
been. That was
do
the first time.
anything that we did in this trip. We would never do again. Like the jacket I had on, y'all. I would never wear that bitch again. Because I hate the motherfucker just because we was on the road for 10 days.
Right.
Everything. I was over it. So Missouri, that's when we came. Not even in the daytime. At night.
We got there in the day. We got.
I know. I'm saying the issues didn't come in the day.
Oh, yeah,
It started coming at night.
Yep.
Like when we looked at when we was kind of noticing that we wasn't even halfway through and it's about to get dark, and we look at the weather.
Yeah.
He went to the gas station and the man was like, "Oh yeah, we're supposed to get snow tonight." We like snow.
Right, and we probably in the middle. We was by some college, some big college town in Missouri, and he was like, we supposed to get snow, and the thing is, we were supposed to have been out of Missouri 2 hours when we stopped there.
We were in
and
Missouri
we were in the
for
middle.
6 hours
Yeah.
at least.
I think it was like
More than
it was like
6,
like
7.
7, and it was like 7, 8, 7, like 7, 8 hours.
And
when
it
we
was
were
only
supposed to get
supposed to
through
be a
there.
3-hour drive.
Right.
So that just shows y'all what our trip was like. So they said they supposed to get snow. So now we
We're
ain't trying to
rushing.
drive crazy, but we
We
clearly got to get out of there.
Yeah,
we couldn't
because-
even drive on regular ground with this trailer over 50. Just think if we was even encounter some sleet. So we got out of Missouri. We beat the snow.
Do you remember what we? So
Was it Missouri?
in Missouri, it started snowing. It started sneezing. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
so
well,
it's hailing, like kind of hailing.
yeah. So it was.
You know, like that sleet stuff, that ice kind of rain that you can hear on the car. Cause we pulled over and took a nap. We pulled over, went to sleep.
Yep, took a 2-hour joint. You know what I mean? Cause I was, like I said, I've been rolling, but I just wasn't seeing my.
Oh, cause what it was, I looked up one of the little end cities towards the end of Missouri, and they weather was cool for the night. So we was like, okay, if we make it there, we can rest without even encountering any of the snow and stuff.
Right.
Bro, we was like, all right, fuck it, let's get up. We can't sleep anyway. Let's get up. Let's just quit. Don't waste no hours. And get up and just drive.